I don't know who these guys are, but some of the Skypers might. One Direction singer Louis Tomlinson has signed for Doncaster from August 2nd, 2013. One Direction's Louis Tomlinson has signed for Doncaster Rovers on a non-contract basis. The news was revealed on 92 Live, with Tomlinson due to remain with the band while playing for the club on an occasional basis. Tomlinson played in a charity match at the Keepmoat Stadium last season and will now feature for the Championship club between band commitments. He's been given the number 28 shirt, previously used by Chairman John Ryan when he briefly appeared for Rovers in a conference game in 2003. Tomlinson is a lifelong Rovers fan who regularly attended their fixtures before finding fame, and he even seems shocked at being signed up by his hometown club. It's not the only one. It's unbelievable, really. I've been a massive football fan for a long time, and growing up in Doncaster, I've been to plenty of games at the Keepmoat, Tomlinson told 92 Live on Sky Sports News. Tomlinson is currently on tour with the USA with One Direction and admitted he may not get the chance to appear for the club until later in the year. Realistically, September/October time, we might be doing a reserve game, he added. Rovers manager Paul Dickoff joked that Tomlinson needed to get back to the UK to be ready for the new season, but is confident his signing will be good for the club. He's missed pre-season training and he's having a holiday in America, so we better get him over here pretty soon. He said it's great with Lewis being a Doncaster supporter. It raises the profile with the club. There was a charity game here last year that attracted nearly 9,000 fans. We hope to get him here in September to do a little bit of training, and we'll look to get him involved in a reserve game, with all the proceeds going to his charity, local children's hospice, Blue Bell Wood. Now, you know what, yeah? For me, I don't know, and I don't care who One Direction are, but I'm hearing there's some sort of 2-bit J-Bro and boy band, and for me, Gezzie Fizzle, you'll get this, and if Big T's watching, he'll probably get this as well, among others. If Mr. Batten, aka Gary Batten, is watching, he'll get this too, as an OWR. Gezzie Fizzle, I got one question for you.
What's that?
Does this seem reminiscent of WCW in the year 2000 to you?
David Arquette.
Exactly. It's like, oh, hopefully he'll raise the profile of the club. I swear that was exactly the same excuse that Vince Russo came out with in regards to putting the WCW World Heavyweight title, putting Arquette in the ring, and also having him win the WCW title. Now, at least they're saying that Tomlinson might end up in like a charity game, in a charity game with kind of with the proceeds going to charity. All right, a reserve game with the proceeds going to charity. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, it might raise the profile of the club. It's like, come on, there are other ways to raise the profile of the club. A Twitter campaign, buying an older player, such as say Edgar Davids, for instance, like what Barnett did. Like, why not do that rather than signing some boy band member who's a lifelong fan? Mate, it's one of them ones. It's one of them ones. Obviously, in terms of football, I've only ever supported Liverpool. So, in terms of football life, I've been a footballing lifelong fan of Liverpool. But it don't mean that I'm going to get signed up tomorrow just because I co-host a football talk show and I may raise the profile of the club. Okay, let's have a bit of rationale here. For me, it's like this. Oh, Doncaster Rovers are hilarious. I'm sorry, that is hilarious.
You know what? Let's take it to one Mr. Club who's caught in the idea of having a certain fast runner play for them. Usain Bolt, Man United, same sort of PR.
Well, Mo Farah was linked to Arsenal as well.
Wait, yeah.
No,
yeah, but Arsenal. Huh?
Right? Because
Wait. I wasn't having a pop. What I was gonna say is, when you think about it in terms of it, and the scale of things, that's sort of good PR because, when you look at One Direction, quite a big boy band, English boy band, they're over in not to us, but to the teams.
I was going to say, how much do you know about them?
No, but it's simple things. It's simple things, Liam, like where they come from, you know? They're quite big in America now. They got their own TV show. They're out there to about millions of teens around the world. Yeah. So Doncaster are not trying to miss a trick by having someone who supports the club come and show his face a couple of times and act like he's part of the whole proceeds of what's going on in and out. Maybe it might not be effective to what's happening in the club, but it puts eyes on Doncaster.
Yeah, but I said it's the same thing. It's the same thing with WCW and them putting the world title on Arquette. Yeah, because you may get a few people watching, but you're devaluing your own product. You shouldn't do it. You know what? It's one of them ones. You shouldn't devalue your own product or devalue your own club by making it look like you'll take on someone just purely because it's good PR.
See,
it's one of them ones. You shouldn't do that.
The thing is, I had the same opinions about Man United and Usain Bolt as Gerald. You probably, when I was ribbing last season about the whole situation. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it hasn't done Man United any harm, and it hasn't done Usain Bolt any harm. In fact, the whole cohesion of the two entities, flirting with each other, has done Man United a world of good. Yeah, but at least with them two, I'm not saying it's increased. I'm not saying it's increased or boosted them, but in lights of media, it makes good banter, and also it's made a good connection. I said fans, like, I don't know how many Jamaican fans, probably hardcore Jamaican fans who followed Usain Bolt and now have got their eyes on Man United as a team in the Caribbean and that, but potentially that's where the whole idea of this comes from.
No, but at least you can say, though, at least with the Usain Bolt thing, at least the man, it's like when Lawrence Taylor, LT, was brought into the WWF and had that match with Bam Bam Bigelow. At least the guy's an athlete. David Arquette was just a little skinny J Brone actor. This One Direction kid is probably some little skinny J Brone boy band member.
But it appeals to 13-year-olds.
No, but I said you're devaluing your product by bringing in someone who's a non-athlete, bringing them into it just for the sake of PR. Same with David. So I said, the Usain Bolt thing is not as bad. Or not quite as bad, because at least you can say the man is a legitimate athlete and he's one of the top athletes in the world. At least you can say that and slightly leverage it and say, you know what, he might not be that good at football, but he is one of the top athletes in the world. Now, there's One Direction, J Bro, and I said he's just a little pop singer. It's one of them ones. For me, it makes Doncaster look silly. It makes them look silly for me, and just for the sake of getting a few more eyes on the product.
Complete and total opposite.
All right.
Playing complete and total devil's advocate, I'm arguing the complete and total opposite because, to me, it makes him look brilliant. Right? How else are you going to get more people in the stadium, right? Other than by saying one of your most famous fans. Yeah, for a lot of the people that they would want to come to the stadium now, and I'm talking about, young fans and upwards, as well as more females, right? But being serious, you want to go and raise the profile of women in the game as well, right? Then to go and have him as a representative.
No, but as long as it's only in like a charity game or something like that, then it's not too bad. But they're talking about reserve games.
1 or 2 reserve games in between when he's laying down tracks or whatever.
But for me, it should only be like charity games, like what like what Road Warrior Animal was saying in I think it was Wrestling's Most Botched. I mean, it's one of them ones. You wouldn't have Ted Turner playing for the Atlanta Braves. It's one of them ones. It's one of them ones where, or the Atlanta Falcons, or whatever, whatever team he used to on. But it's one of them ones. Maybe throw out the first pitch in a game, in a baseball game. You used to have that with WWF superstars doing that, like throwing out the first pitch in a game. But you ain't dropping them into a proper squad or a proper reserve squad and having them as part of the main thing, because that's not what they do. It's one of them.
The thing about it is there's a lot of the details of this, with you taking such a hard stance. There's a lot of details of this that haven't come out yet. So I do want you to bear that in mind. The other thing that I will say to you is the thing's going for a good cause.
Yeah. I've got no problem with that. That's why I'm saying charity game. I got no problem with.
This is my. I'm dropping the mic. I'm walking away. At the end of the day, when dust settles, smoke's cleared, it's going to a good cause. Yeah, if it means that they get more fans to the stadium, they make more of ticket sales as a result, and a chunk of those ticket sales or whatever end up going to this good cause, and people end up getting saved. It didn't actually do any harm. And then there's the other thing. Have you actually seen him play football?
Not yet.
Do you know how good a footballer he is? For all we know, he could be halfway decent. And if he is halfway decent, and he ends up being able to juggle the two of them together, then who's that really hurt? It hasn't hurt anybody.
No, not at all. But at the end of the day, with music being as immersive as it is, you kind
need
of
to give it a chance. And then remember, at the end of the day, whether it's an epic fail or something that takes off, and we have more people doing it, right? The money's still going to charity, and it's for a good cause.
I just think.
But let's throw it out to the Skypers. Let's see what the Skypers have to say. Maybe they'll agree with you and say that he shouldn't be anywhere near it apart from charity games. Or maybe they'll agree with me and say, well, look, if he's raising the profile of the team, more people come to the games, and they end up making some decent money for the charity, then more power to it. But I tell you what, all the people on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, WhatsApp, Viber, whatever you're on, let me know how you feel about it. Do you agree with me or do you agree with Lee? That's all I'm saying.
Well, Lemons, anyone want to jump in on this? Any of our Skypers? All right, Tom Wood, you want to jump in?
All I can say is good luck to him.
Nice, good chat. No, it's a good. It's nice. Good
Rugby can still improve. He's probably about my age, but I think he could be one of the best footballers. You never know.
No,
could be the next Messi. You never know.
No, true, but I think that might be being a bit confident about it. But hey, you never. Yeah, it's true. You never know. But hey,
on Twitter, and then he might tweet you back.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I mean, Mike Arneman, you want to jump in as well on this?
Yeah, I was just going to say that I kind of am torn between if it's a good thing for him or not, really. I think to raise the fan base and to get goals and all that interested more in the game and going to Doncaster is a good thing for them. So I agree with Gezzie on that. But I do also agree with you, Liam, partly as well. So it's kind of a difficult one. But anyway, I'm going to take my boots down to the game tomorrow. I'll have a word with my cousin's husband, who's the assistant manager at Stevenage, and see if I can get a trial or, a couple of reserve games.
Hey, what about me? Hey, it's one of them ones, man. I don't want my name dropped in that. No, get knee sorted. But no, it's one of them ones where we shall see what happens. I mean, for me, it's one of them ones without knowing who Louis or whatever his name is, Tomlinson, is. I'm just basing it on, I've seen a picture of him, I've read the story, and it's like, for me, most boy bands are like little skinny J bros. I love you, baby, and all that crap to me. So part of it I'm judging based on image, but it's one of them ones.
In that Liverpool document, it says you can't say skinny J bros. Please, mind your language.
This one's such an idiot. You're an idiot.